Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another album review. And this is that band that takes me on a journey beyond time and space. It's not Hawkwind, although their tendrils probably reach back to that particular band. This is a band that takes you on a journey to a world completely of their own. It is Sendelica, who I have covered on this channel and website before. It began with Cromlech Chronicles, Doorway into Summer. Do you remember me reviewing this? With this amazing spotty purple vinyl. I'd never heard anything like it. I think I said that at the time, and I hadn't. And then I absolutely raved about One Man's Man, the next one, on fantastic orange vinyl. And now it is time for another one. And this one is probably the most special one of all. Man, Myth and Magic. I bought this directly from Fruits de Mer Records, who are probably one of the best record labels on the planet. And Man, Myth and Magic is the third instalment, as it says on the website, of a quartet of studio albums. Quartet, that means there's one missing. By space rock, psych rock, ambient electronics band. By space rock, psych, ambient electronics band, Sendelica, examining man's relationship with religion, magic, myths, himself, and the planet it inhabits. And it's mainly done without words. In fact, it is done without words. It says the series started with And Man Created God, which is the one I don't have, I think, which looked at man's relationship with religion, then One's Man, etc., and where do we come from. And this is a double album. There are always double albums, and they are also, there's only ever one track on each side, literally. And I don't know what it is about Sendelica. I was actually talking to Peter Bingham, who has been on the Now Spinning Magazine podcast, so check that out as well, because it's an amazing interview, because the way that they create this music is like no other band creates music. But it's always side 4 for me. I love the journey on each side, but there's something about side 4 in every one of these albums. It's like, do you remember those times? You might still do this, so forgive me if you do it every night. Is that I used to listen to a lot of music when I was growing up in my bedroom with my headphones on, with the curly lead headphones, with the big cans, with all the lights off, and just had my eyes closed and just drift off. Obviously, that was bands like Floyd, or it might have been, rock bands and stuff. But this music is like getting into a TARDIS. I think I've said this before. It's like going back to the 70s. But if you went back to the 70s, music like this wouldn't exist. Because record labels, no matter how, even Island Records, no matter how open they were to a band expressing themselves creatively, somebody would have said, "Where's the single, mate?" Or, yeah, we understand what you did on number 1, but this is the second album now. We didn't, we need to be thinking about trying to get some people in. I think you need a vocalist. Sendelica just do what Sendelica do, and the record label just lets Sendelica do what Sendelica want to do. And these are just excursions into music, given the chance to breathe and go off in directions that it would naturally and organically go. This is, if you play this in your car, it's not ambient music, so you're not going to suddenly fall asleep. It's certainly not ambient music. It's full of energy. It's full of wild rhythms and kind of keyboard, kind of little, I don't know what to say, ringlets of sound. Ringlets of sound. That's a good one. Ringlets of sound. And it is like when you watch a drama, whatever it is, and there's always music on, isn't there? The music creates the atmosphere of the drama you're watching. The drama is your life. Now, that drama might be going to make a cup of coffee, but who says going to make a cup of coffee doesn't deserve to have a soundtrack? Now, you can have everything you do in life can have a soundtrack drifting through the house, through the rooms that you inhabit, and that soundtrack can be supplied by Sendelica. I can sit. In fact, this happened to me. I listened to Wheel of Fortune, side 1, and Neptune, the Hanged Man. As I'm waffling on, this I'll just show you, because Sendelica stuff is very exciting. It comes with a poster, gorgeously illustrated inner sleeves. Now, the colour of my vinyl is transparency, but when you buy this yourself, it might be a different colour, because that's what Sendelica and Fruit de Mer do. Everything can happen and anything could be slightly different. But I was playing the first 2 tracks, and I thought, I'm going to finish off some work stuff, and I'll just put Magician Dawn on side 3. And as I put it on, I just felt drawn towards the sofa, not to lie down, but to listen to the music more intently. I thought, I can't do anything but just listen to this. So yes, although it can be the soundtrack to you going off to make a cup of tea, it is also the soundtrack of being in the present moment. And Tower of Chaos, side 4. It's always side 4. What was side 4 on the other one? Future Man, Homo Superior, on the previous album. It's just literally like being taken into a different dimension. It's like, what do they say about quantum physics? It's like you keep going down and down and down until atoms and nature doesn't work the way your physics have told you it should. Sendelica works in a way that your music teacher at school told you music should work. Sendelica proved that music can go in directions that whatever direction it wants to go in. And so let's salute Peter Bingham on guitars, bass and bass synth, Mellotron guitar and field recordings. I like that, don't you? Field recordings. Again, see, ambient, bringing the music into your life. And he doesn't just do that, does he? Constantine drums, Constantine's drums, sonics, and electronics. Glenda Pascoe on bass and Lee Ralph on sax. Now, and let's mention Lee Ralph on sax, because the other thing that I think is what I love about Sendelica is the production. And I mean this in a positive way, but there's something about the way the drums are recorded which makes it sound like you're on the top stairs of a club, and you can down the stairs, the sound of the drums are coming up the stairwell to a band that's playing on the stage down there. It's not a long staircase, but the band is just round the corner. The drums have that kind of feel, and I mean that in a very positive way. And also the sax playing. I love this on all the albums. The sax playing has got this ethereal, very almost spiritual kind of stopping time in its tracks type feel, where everything just kind of hovers around this absolutely incredible musicianship from a band that I sometimes wonder whether they have a clock on the wall that says we're reaching the end of the length of time where vinyl can cope with this, and then they say, shall we stop? Because because everything, these are side-long tracks, and you just have a feeling that if someone said, I think we could do sides 5 and 6, do you want to carry on? And they probably would have said, yeah, no problem. If there ever is a CD box set, it's going to be massive. It's going to be the length of this table, I imagine. It's fantastic. Is it jazz? Is it rock? Is it psychedelia? It's Sendelica. It really is. So that is out now for Fruit de Mer Records, and you can get it buy it directly from them, because you won't find it anywhere else. It's a great deal. You'll get lots of things thrown in probably with it, or go to Sendelica's Bandcamp page. But absolutely fantastic. Really nice guys, and I will be talking to Pete again to talk about this album very, very soon. Nice die-cut sleeve as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healing of the doctor. So keep spinning those discs. Please subscribe and support Now Spinning Magazine if you can. Take care, everyone, and I shall see you all very, very soon.